Greetings. Good morning. So after a very, very, very long night of fucking phone calls, all goddamn night, I have school calling me, asking me what's going down. Just got done with a phone call. So, to the best of my knowledge, there is either 1,000 or more people showing up with balloons to this little frickin' town. Sidewalk chalk, whatever. They're going to be walking around with, like, fuck Windrow signs and fuck the police signs. And it's going to, I think they said it was going to be like a public education type of deal. I already asked for everything to stop, so I'm on my way to work. At some point it's going to happen, and I have no idea when it's going to happen. Gaming County's been on the phone all night, well, majority of the night with me to figure it out, because I was being falsely accused of me calling and spoofing the number. Been a bunch of radical calls claiming that Big Daddy, that's the YouTuber thing, so apparently, yeah, so at some point, people would be walking around the city apparently with fuck Windrow signs and fuck the police, and it's out of my fucking hands. Well, it just, I don't know, man, like, they just turn around and all night, dude, like, they want me to stop, and, like, I don't know what would have happened if I didn't make the video asking people to stop call. So, like, I don't know, I'm sure, well, yeah, but I'm still waiting for the backlash from the county judge yet, so I'm sure he's got access to everything, and I'm sure that the rest of them are all like, well, I don't know. It's out of my hands, and all you do is sit back and write. I mean, it's a very serious matter. Like, people's rights are being violated in this city. Well, that one judge is, actually both of them are, in my personal opinion, but then again, I'm just a crazy tinfoil hat, doesn't know fucking goddamn things, so what do I know? For all I know is, they could be in Kaukauna right now setting up, and I don't know. So I'm on my way out. And yeah. I mean, this is the shit that happens, but like, I don't condone anything. Just a heads up. I don't know nothing. I get on here and yak just like Yenta. And for people who don't know, Yenta is a Yiddish term. But once again, I'm asking people please not to call them whatsoever. Like the mayor's office, I'm not asking people to call. Anthony Peterman or anything, or like all those guys. I'm not asking anyone to call them or anything, so please don't call. I certainly want all the phone calls to stop ending. I mean, like, I think, at a gaming account, I'm sure it's probably stopped by now. Hopefully it's stopped, but these guys are just, I mean, like, there's pretty much, I don't know, I'm just being threatened and everything, and it's just, because I don't know what's going to happen if I don't comply with these guys' freaking orders and shit. Like, I mean, last night, they're they already made claims that, you know, but then they said they knew it wasn't me towards the end of last night. But then the schools were all worried. So the schools are asking, you know, I had conversations last night with people, and they were asking if they shouldn't have extra people at the school for stuff. And like I asked them what that means, and they wouldn't really elaborate. So I don't know. My kids are all going to school today, so I'm confident that nothing's probably ever going to, you know, nothing's going to go down. So I swear on children's lives, you know, it's just, well, you know, people have to know the truth and stuff too. And it's just, it is what it is. So everything's out of my hands, and I have nothing to do with it once again. So whatever people decide to do on their own is them. I have nothing, you know, I might have differences with some other people in the city. I might yak at them all the time, but it is what it is. You know, like I certainly do not have any contact with, I have to say this to clear my name, because this is how crazy this shit is. I mean, they're referring me right now to, that violated my restraining order by offering coffee and donuts after they made contact with me. So that's how crazy this is, you know. So I don't have any contact with the city attorney, anyone related to the city attorney, or anything like that, any family members. Okay. You're just logging on and watching. I've just been dealing with like people all night, all morning. Like I started getting phone calls like at 4 a.m. this morning. It's a good thing it's my late day, but you know, I was supposed to about 1 last night, I think, 12 o'clock, 1. So they want me to, let's just say people gave me phone numbers for people, and like I asked them last night I asked them pretty much, what is it going to do for me by helping you guys? You know, I did what you guys asked me to do. You know, I was afraid because like what's going to happen to me, you know? Like I know they said nothing's going to happen to me, but I mean Jesus Christ, they're prosecuting me for like saying the word fuck 4 times and flipping the bird off and walking around with my signs and shit. So why should I believe these guys? Like, I just don't understand. Oh yeah, like think what would have happened last night, Lady Saga, if I didn't make the video asking people not to call. Like, I guarantee you that would have probably been in handcuffs or in the county jail by now. Like, you know, I'm very hesitant on, you know, like, one guy was pretty nice, but then again, I understand they're trained to, you know, be like a friend and all this other stuff. So let's just say that I have a cell phone number, for instance, and they're asking me to, hey, if you hear anything go down, like, please let us know right away. Like, let us know, help us out. So I have the burden of doing that, and I was hesitant on doing it. Like, I jotted some shit down. Yep. I don't know. I just had to ride the backlash of the tidal waves out, apparently. So, exactly. So, all I know is they're trying to come at me for shit. So, what I appreciate. I really don't appreciate the phone calls, people, okay? I don't condemn it whatsoever, and I can't believe that you guys are doing this. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm asking you guys not to do it anymore. So please, don't keep it up at all. I just want it to end. Because the system is obviously this bad, and it's not going to get any better holding out for this. So It is very disturbing. Like, the story with the Windruff person, or her, is what happened was, so I got nailed for all these bullshit stuff, right? They, well, the same judge is already claiming that she fears for her safety and her life. She knows what to say. You know, she knows what to do, you know, considering that, you know, her husband's a Department of Homeland Special Agent, you know, and then he's also, like, I guess, the fraternal order leader of Wisconsin, you know, for the police union in Wisconsin, too. So, on top of that, I have the added risk of that. The only reason why I know that information is because of I opened records request this guy, and I got everything. And he actually showed up to court hearing to support his wife. So, and that's the only reason why I know this stuff. So it's me versus an entire city. I did stuff. And now they want me to work with them. You know, it's very comical how this is going down. But, so I know Windroff was a prosecutor in Brown County. That's up by Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I think she stopped being a prosecutor. They met, her and this guy, they met on a case, and they got engaged real quick. Yeah, I guess. But I have to talk about my Pacific drama to begin with it. So we were in the courtroom in the afternoon. I was facing all these bullish. In my state, you can buy a registered vehicle online, pay it. You just send everything in. You can print off something, put it on your back window, right? It says blah blah blah, temporary license plate. You know, you got the paperwork to prove the car's registered and a receipt. So I kept getting pulled over. I got told that wasn't valid. I had it. You know, you follow the directions. You tape it to the back window. There's no way. I guess apparently cops have a really hard time reading these temporary tags because there's no way to confirm it. Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, I can't even get open records, like, on, like, misconduct reports, or ammunition, or fucking, you know, like, mechanical or crash reports from them. Nothing. Like, I can't get anything because they fear, like, one of the letters I got is they fear it would spark something with public fear, and for the best interest and safety of the public, we shouldn't know if a squad car got crashed, or we shouldn't know if there's a misconduct report. All that shit, we shouldn't know anything about that because they said it's for the best of public safety. So they told me I had to go through and file a writ of mandamus. Well, so far, all these judges keep refusing my writ of mandamus. So they got what they wanted, and everything's approved by the chief of police in Kaukauna for, like, anything information regarding the department. Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. But anyway, so I'm in there, and they have all these kids in there for underages, and what the fuck was it? You know, whatever kids do these days, you know, smoking a little pot or something. So there's just a line of just a whole back row of kids, maybe one or two adults with there with their kids or some shit. Everyone else is like, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. And they just, okay, boom, done. Well, 15 minutes went by. She came in 5 minutes late. And she's like, well, anyone to start or rise up here? I waited another, and no one was coming, so I just stood up and went up there. And that's when I realized she doesn't know how to read anything. I showed her the title printout registration that I had. She demanded to see my title. I told her that it was still coming in the mail because it's still processing. Well, apparently she doesn't know how to read any of that paperwork or the receipts, so she demanded to see it. And I demanded, and I was fighting her about something because they were trying to get me for speeding. Or, I don't know, that got dropped and something else got dropped. exactly. But anyway, she was pissed off because 45 minutes went through and I'm arguing this, and she's like, why don't you just take it? Just take the fine, pay, and be done with it. And I'm like, I'm not paying for it because I have everything registered properly. So 45 minutes, she's like, I have a whole courtroom of people to deal with yet. We spent this, and I don't know why you're arguing. So, on this and all this other stuff on that. And then I had the police gave me a harassment ticket at the time because they were claiming I was harassing them. And I have a video that says retaliation for filming. So they gave me the harassment ticket for following them around and filming them out in public. So, and then they were claiming that I was following an off-duty officer when I was on my way to the gas station to go get something to drink and shit on my way home. Because the officer was going the same way I was, apparently. And apparently, I was honking a horn and hanging my hand out the window, giving the finger, but there's no evidence to this, and I didn't do that. So, and I was fighting them about this, and she's like, okay, well, just come back in 2 weeks when you have the paperwork. I came back with 2 weeks of paperwork. She still didn't know how to read a fucking official car title. And, she's like, eye banging one. I just had a newborn with me. I'm holding him. She's like, they're all eye banging my little baby. And, and she asked me to approach the bench, and they're all like, oh, my little guy, Leonidas, and they're all like, oh, and they're just. And then she said some stuff to me, and the other big thing too was the city attorney or the paralegal of the city attorney handed her a note saying that I was recording in the courtroom. When I asked earlier if I could record, I got told no. Well, someone handed them a note the second time stating that I was recording in the courtroom, and she demanded to see my phone. Well, I had my phone turned off. I had to turn my phone on, wait for it to boot up, and she's like, I need to look at your phone to make sure you're not recording now in this courtroom. Give me your phone now. And I'm like, I'm not giving you my phone. No one's getting my fucking phone. Oh, do you have something to hide? I was like, no, I don't have anything to hide. I just started it up in front of her face so she can see. Well, I need you to scroll through the apps so we can look. So I'm on here, I'm humoring her. Well, they have all those secret apps. Let's see. And she's pointing and pointing. And then she takes the phone or whatever, and then she's like, oh, what's this one? She clicks on it. Well, it's Pornhub. So, there's a bunch of, whatever on there, Oh, I know, right, Pike? So, anyway, she clicks on this button, and a bunch of porn loads up on Pornhub. And she got all, cherry red and dropped the phone. Okay, you can go. So, it's just whatever. I was laughing. So yeah, that was the funny part. And then from there, everything's just. I went to a town meeting to address my grievances, and you know how when you walk into one of them, or how so there's a lecture, you don't go to the front of the class and sit and make a scene, right? You stay in the back row, whatever's available. So I sat in the back and I was writing stuff down. Well, this lady. Her name is Karen. She is the mayor's assistant for everything, and some kind of director at the city of Kaukauna. Literally, her name is Karen. She lives up being a Karen. So I'm back there, I'm writing, and they even put this in a report that I was clicking my pen behind her while writing and shit, making a scene to get her attention, let her know I was sitting behind her. My pen was cold and it was upside down. I was trying to get the ink to work on the damn thing. So they count that. That is literally you should see the paperwork. So I don't know. What's kind of funny, I at one point I flipped off this one sheriff deputy one time down in Gaming County. His name is Brian Schwatz or Schwan. I don't know. I call him Bry Dogger. Anyway, he pulls. I had a video on here pulls me over, asks me why I pulled you over today, and I'm pretty sure I said, yeah, flipped you off, and you're just pissed off at me. He goes, so why'd you flip me off? I mean, he got really bad, and he seen that I was recording, so he kind of backed off. He's like, don't do it again. It's childish, and or some shit like that. And then he turns around, and then, by the way, your vehicle's not registered. Get it, whatever. And I had a sticker on the back of the window too, because I just bought this Durango. And I was like, oh, that's funny, because it says to stick it right where it's at. So maybe you should go, learn the laws you're trying to enforce. So I was like, thank you. Am I free to go? Am I being detained? And he's like, you're free to go. Well, this same guy, weeks later, runs really early. I'm out and about in the morning, and these guys are running around the store looking for someone apparently breaking into stuff. And they're threatening me with leaving this Walgreens parking lot, and I'm just pulling on to drop a red box off, right? And he starts cursing, swearing, you can fucking leave. So I leave. And we end up getting into he did some kind of phone call to me, and I ended up calling them back. And I told him, this is fucking bullshit. Well, anyway, he's like, I can get you with terroristic threats over the phone. And this is like before they even knew me. And I fucking unloaded on this guy. I told him where to fucking stick to shun, he's a bootlicker. He threatened me with terroristic threats, and then he couldn't follow through on it. But I must have said every single curse word in the book at the time. And they're like, well, terroristic threats. Well, nothing ever happened to that. Because he was yelling and screaming back at me. But I said the word fuck 4 times over the phone to a non-emergency dispatcher, and then they charged me with unlawful use of a telephone with obscenities and lewd. Kakana shows up at my house and says they finally have enough they think they have enough to push it through to the county. So now the county's involved in my shit, so they charged me with unlawful use of telephone obscenities. They're saying fuck 4 times and 1 word biatch, and they claim there's 5 victims. So I was told to call back and let them know when I was in town, and I did. And I said the word, well, I don't want to deal with this one because she's a biatch. They count that as disorderly conduct, apparently. So now I have this judge. Times now for my shit, and I tried getting him recused. He refused my appeal. He destroyed me in the courtroom, saying that pretty much my shit's not worth the time. But he's a very good guy. He has a hard job. I just want people to know that. He let me know that he said my court case is not a waste of time, and he told me that he deals with murderers and all this other stuff. But he made me feel secure and tell me my court case is kind of important, in his words. But before my luck already ran out as soon as I met the guy, so I rubbed him wrong numerous times. So I'm waiting for him to fucking throw me in the county now. So if no one hears from me, that's it. But they'll have to forgive me wherever I'm at right now. So if not, they'll call me and ask me to report in. But I'm still waiting for my attorney to call me back. So I have a public defender for that. Because if they're going to try to bleed all this over, she gets involved. But yeah. Anyway, so that's my drama. Sure. Mark, the judge's name is Mark McGinnis. Outagamie County. So if you type in Appleton, Wisconsin, I believe it's Branch 1, Mark J. McGinnis. He's got a pretty long history of stuff, so I know that he dealt with truancy court for a little bit, but the parents didn't want him because the guy is too harsh. But that's when the cities were fining the parents for kids not showing up. And that was in Appleton. Excuse me, I drink my urine. It's very delicious. Oh, you guys should try this. I got into this whole religion thing where you drink your own pee. Delicious. It tastes just like green tea. So, but anyway. Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, I have yet to seen any videos. So, I I don't know. But I do know I think I got a bunch more subscribers since, you know, the police and the deputies and all them, they know that since I have such a large social media foothold, as Brooks says I have, I don't know, but I am probably gonna do a giveaway soon, just because I said I would do it if I got up to a certain amount. So it's probably gonna be like a t-shirt or something stupid, or it might be a tool or something like that, a weird like survival tool. I guess it'll just depend on the sex of the person and what they're in there. Oh really? Oh jeez, I guess I gotta do a giveaway. I'll try to cover the cost of the shipping and everything. I think it should be free or whatever, worst case scenario. I'll set it up so you guys can email me, and from there I will give out they're not bad, dude. I tell you what, as I'm getting older, because I grew up out in the Adirondacks area in the Catskills in New York, so I'm used to the snow and everything heavily. I did a lot of running for the Marine Corps and stuff, and rugby and long distance running when I was a kid. I'm starting to feel it now in my knees, especially with the concrete. So it's very interesting now I'm getting older. I don't really like cold, but I'm always hot, so I can break a sweat -30, -30s. I'm not really worried. But anyway, I gotta go fill up and everything. So thank you guys, and please don't call them anymore. Don't call the mayor's office. Don't call the, you know, anyone could call on a chief of police, assistant, any of those guys. So please don't do that. Thank you. Anyway, thank you. Hey, buddy, Blitz. If anyone thinks there has to be a mod, you know, for moderators, let me know. I will definitely try to do it. So I just added a bunch right now. So, hey, buddy, I gotta get off this, so I gotta run in and go pay for stuff. I'm gonna pull over a scale soon, so I got a trailer. So, all right, talk to you guys later.